Welcome back to another video where I talk about Elden Ring and my experience with the game and events that have happened throughout my playthrough. Today, this video is mostly going to be focusing on Volcano Manor and some quest lines, so let's not waste some time, let's just get right into the video. Now, if you've been watching my more recent videos where I talk about Elden Ring, you've probably noticed that I've been diving into quite a few quest lines throughout the game because I don't want to just rush through the story. I want to experience the side content and meet some pretty cool, interesting characters. And I want to talk about Raya's questline specifically in Volcano Manor. Definitely one of the best questlines I've played story-wise. The quest was honestly really sad, but had a couple of surprises which I really liked, like finding out Raya's mother wasn't actually her mother, as well as Raya being a serpent. In the end, with Raya finding out, it was really depressing. I chose not to kill her or give her the forgetful potion, as to me, that just wasn't really fair to Raya. I would like to know what you guys chose in the comments though. But the questline was pretty open-ended. Maybe in the DLC the game expands her story. I hope it does. But yeah, honestly, it was a pretty sad ending. But there's definitely more that they can explore with the story in the DLC, hopefully. But other than that, the quest was honestly just really enjoyable. Just the same as all the other quest lines that I've played throughout the game. I mean, I got some cool armor sets with this one and even fought my first Godskin Noble, which the boss wasn't too difficult. It only took me a couple of tries. The movement, the moveset was pretty intriguing, especially the one where he just rolls around the arena. That one also, it always got me, as well as the one where he just pokes his sword out. That was also a pretty powerful move. But other than that, it was a pretty cool boss fight. But after doing that, I was pretty much done with Raya's questline and was ready to fight Rykard. Now, I'm just gonna say it, this was definitely the easiest boss in the game. It was one of those gimmick boss fights. Now, even though I said it was the easiest boss in the game, just guess how many times it took me to beat him. Did it take me 5 tries, 10 tries, 20, over 50? You can guess now. I'm just gonna tell you guys, it took me 50 tries. Now, even though it was a boss fight and I did struggle, most of the times I was playing the game, because I died like 50 times, and I wasn't really counting. This is just off the top of my head. It felt like I was fighting this guy 50 times, but oh my god, even this fight was just supposed to be so easy, but the reason it was just so difficult was mostly because of all the different inconveniences in the fight. I mean, first of all, I was just getting interrupted over and over again. For some reason, it was similar to getting staggered, but it only lasted like a second or two. I just couldn't get my attacks in because of the lava, and the lava was almost everywhere in the entire arena. You've also got the fact that I just ran out of space so many times throughout this fight because I was just running away from the lava. I even looked up multiple different video guides on how to cheese this guy's boss, on how to cheese the boss fight, because there was just so many crazy things. And even in the video, even though the people in the video were getting damaged by the lava, and I basically had, for the most part, the same talismans as them, for some reason I was the only one who kept getting staggered by the lava and couldn't get my attacks in. So it was just so annoying. Not only that, when I eventually did beat him and got to his second phase, the boss just straight up turned into a freaking Michael Bay movie. There were explosions everywhere with the skulls. I'm telling you, the reason this boss took me over 50 tries was because of those skulls. There were so many, just way too much. I would just get cornered in the fight and then boom, they would just blow up all around me and I'm dead. Or I would just use too many flasks and that's it for the fight. I just died because of these skulls. And it was honestly just so annoying. And in the end, I was just glad it was over. It wasn't one of those boss fights where you feel like you achieved something because you beat him. You just wanted it to end. Oh my god, I swear, if I had to fight Rykard 10 more times, I would have just deleted the game at that point. It was just so annoying, just because of all the inconveniences with the fight. Because honestly, it should have been a really easy boss fight. I had an OP weapon, his moveset was pretty simple. it was just all those inconveniences with the freaking skulls and the lava staggering me. Like, I have no idea why that was only happening to me, but other than that, I do have to say it was a pretty cool boss fight. The voice acting was freaking phenomenal. Props to the actor who did the voice acting. It was just so cool. And then that cutscene to the second phase was just so gnarly with him taking the sword out of his throat, with the snake. It was just so creepy. I have an irrational fear of snakes, so fighting the first phase of the boss was definitely something. But yeah, man, that boss, even though it was just so frustrating, it is something that I am going to remember. It was just so gnarly. But now I want to talk about Ronnie's questline, which I'm just going to be honest, I have no idea what was going on. Like, we was like one of those, when you're playing a story game and the characters are basically giving a lot of expedition and you're listening in, you're trying to get what's going on, the story and the characters, but honestly, you just have no idea what they're saying. Like, everything they say just doesn't make sense. Yeah, this was basically Ronnie's questline. Like, I just have no idea what is going on throughout the game. Honestly, I was just playing the questline so I can get the different ending. I did hear that if you played and finished Ronnie's questline, you will get another ending to the game. So I thought that would be pretty cool. But I played it, and Ronnie's questline honestly wasn't really that good in my opinion. I enjoy like fighting the different enemies. There was even a nice boss at the end. But honestly, story-wise, I have no idea what was happening. Like, I remember like a lot, most of the stuff that happened in the different quest lines that I've played throughout this game, like Nefeli or Raya's questline. Like, if you ask me what was the plot of those, I could basically give you a rundown of what was happening. But with Ronnie's questline, I have no idea. But anyways, man, I didn't want to fight Blight because, he did help me out with the Radon fight. It was something that I had to do. I think him and Ronnie had a fallout, or he was like sort of evil, or something was killing him from the inside. Like I said, I have no idea what was going on, but I really didn't want to fight him. He helped me out with the Radon fight. He just seemed like a pretty cool guy, and I was just so confused when I had to fight him, and he was sort of like rogue. He was an opponent that I had to kill. Then I had to fight him a second time outside of Rana's Rise, which I'm not gonna lie, that was still so disappointing. Like, I wonder what was going on with this guy. After this video, or sometime eventually, I'm definitely gonna have to watch a YouTube video basically breaking down the entire story of the quest line so I can get and understand what the heck I was doing. But he had a pretty cool armor set, so when I saw him there, I mean, that guy had to go, man. I wanted that armor, so I honestly took him out. It only took me a few tries the second time. But he had a pretty cool armor set, but I'm just so sad. Like, I wonder what happened with him. I'm definitely going to go back and watch a YouTube video on it. But, I have started reading Berserk, and I've got to say, there are quite a few references to it in Elden Ring. I haven't noticed it till now because I just started reading the manga, but it was just pretty cool to see, especially with the weapons as well. Like, you've got Guts' greatsword and even Blythe's sword. It looks pretty similar to Guts' sword in the Golden Age. So now that I've been reading the manga, I'm starting to notice these few things, and it's just so cool and sick. I do have to say, with Rana's questline, Noxtella was really beautiful. The scenery was amazing. Really excited for the end game. Honestly, Rana's questline, can't wait to see what the ending is. But now I'm in the final stretch of the game. Currently, I am fighting the Fire Giant, and probably by my next video, I definitely would have beat him. But after that, I'm just going to be grinding runes, because after the Fire Giant, that is when I'll have to eventually head to the Forge of the Giants, and that will basically be no point of return. Once I head there, all the quest lines, I think, I haven't checked this up, but all the quest lines will I won't be able to access them or something like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna grind and fight Millennia, probably in 2 videos. It's crazy. I've only made this would be my 4th Elden Ring video, and I'm already in the final stretch of the game. So probably in my next 2 Elden Ring videos, I would have fought and beaten Millennia. So who knows, man. I'm just going to be grinding runes. I did ask you guys in my community page what level I should be. You guys did say most of you said level 100 to 150. So I'm going to get to about 125 and try to beat her there. So who knows how it's going to go. But honestly, so far, I can say right now, In my head, before I even bought Elden Ring, I exaggerated the difficulty a lot. Like, honestly, I thought I would struggle a lot more. Like, when I was watching other people play the game and fight Margit or Morgoth, and I just saw how much they struggled, I honestly thought to myself that it would take me like 2 months to beat some of these bosses like Radahn or, I don't know, like one of the dragons. But honestly, so far it's only taken me like a couple of days to beat certain bosses that are really difficult. Like, I exaggerated the difficulty a lot. Like, I have not struggled that much, even though, I've been dying to some of these bosses for like over 60 times. But who knows, that might change with millennia. But I honestly thought I would struggle a lot more. Like, Elden Ring, I'm not saying Elden Ring is an easy game, it is far from it, but it's honestly not as hard as I thought it would be. Or maybe I've just been getting really good at the game, but who knows. My skill definitely will be tested by the time I fight millennia, so who knows how that's gonna go. I'm really excited. But that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, what level I should be, what you think I should be when I fight some of these bosses like Radagon eventually. I'm first gonna fight Millennia. She is the hardest boss in Elden Ring from what I've heard, so who knows, I might be stuck on her for the next 2 months, possibly, most likely not. But that's pretty much it. I'm Dale Master. Make sure to subscribe so we can get to 300 subscribers. Comment down in the comments, check out my TikTok. But other than that, I'm Dale Master, and I'll see you guys next time.